Got our first Florida coconut for the season.
Anyway, if the weather keeps up like this is going to be one of the best sailing days we've ever had.
Welcome aboard SailingWindGypsy. We're glad to have you here for our second season. This is Ginger. Here's Lisa. And I'm Richard. We hope you enjoyed the episode. Beautiful morning at Jupiter Island. It's not always clear skies first thing in the morning in Florida, so you don't really get a chance to get the sunrise, so I wasn't expecting to see such a beautiful sunrise this morning. We are anchored here in the ICW. Actually, we're sort of off. Yeah, you can see the red channel markers up there, red and green channel markers. And yeah, we're far enough off the ICW that when the boats go by, it doesn't really bother us. So that's kind of nice. It's much easier finding those markers when the sun is hitting them as opposed to looking into the sun. So if you're traveling south, it's hard to find them. If you're going northward, well, it's much easier in the daytime. Stay there, stay there.
So we saw this boat coming down the ICW while we were anchored in Hobesound. Classic 1920s vintage motor yacht. At least that's my guess.
Yeah, I got a selfie too. Here we are on the other, this is
Hobesound.
Hobesound Wildlife Reserve, yeah. Here's the ICW. Here's our boat way down there. I don't know if you'll see it, I'll make a little marker. Ginger. And here is the trail that we're going to walk up. So,
look, somebody is having an inflatable birthday party.
Oh yeah, look at that.
Cool.
Yeah.
We weren't invited.
We weren't invited. And the moon is out, even though it's only 4:25. I've seen it for about an hour now.
We have a better inflatable toy, though.
Yeah, we have a better inflatable toy. Okay, let's walk up.
With that house, they probably have way better toys than us.
We're going to walk up the trail now. Come on, Ginge. Come on, baby. Must be in warm Florida. We're digging out the swimsuits.
Yay!
Lovely day. Today we're going to be moving down to Lake Worth, and then hopefully tomorrow we'll go outside and sail down to Miami, getting ready to jump off to the Bahamas.
So the plan was to go through the ICW all the way down to Fort Lake Worth, anchor there for the night, get up in the morning, go outside and sail all the way down to just past Miami to Key Biscayne.
So I'm over here on land with Ginger. We came back to Hobesound because one of the bridges was closed for repair, and they don't know how long it's going to take for the repair. And well, rather than be stuck between two bridges, we thought in a really kind of ugly, depressing anchorage, we thought we'd come back here where it's beautiful. And we met our friends Bill and Taru on sailing vessel Charisma, and had a nice night over at their boat last night. So all in all, life is good. Here we have the moon reflecting on the water at 6:49 in the morning. So, you know, we should have a sunrise coming up soon. But right now we still have the moon out, which is kind of cool because when we first saw it last night, it was, you know, about 12 hours ago. So it was still daylight and we could see the moon, and it was over in that direction, as I recall. Not sure where this tiki hut docks from, but that is the coolest little tiki hut I have seen in a while.
Must be somewhere in Jupiter Inlet.
Probably docks somewhere in Jupiter Inlet, like Lisa said. Here's Lisa waving her hands. Not sure if I'm on video or camera, so I guess I put it on video for her. Here's Ginger. Wondering whether or not she's gonna go out to her. But that's as far as Ginger's gonna go. Waiting for our friends from Charisma and Rafiki. And of course us. All three boats. We originally all met at the McCotters in North Carolina. Here we are on the beach. This will be our last night here in Hobesound. Say hi, Lisa.
Hi.
And Ginger, who has learned to be a very good beach dog, doing all the things she needs to do on the beach, not finding grass. Yesterday, we spent the afternoon with our friends from the other two sailboats. That would be SV Charisma. See if I can find zoom here. Here we go. With Bill and Taru. And this is our boat, WindGypsy. And this is SV Rafiki with Rick and Libby. Luna is their dog. Casey is their dog. And everyone had a good time on the beach here yesterday. Show me what you got up there, Lisa. Coconut tree! Don't let them fall on your head.
Yeah, that actually is not a thing that you really have to worry about that much.
Yeah, I thought it was.
Not as much as we worried in our childhood.
Yeah, Gilligan's Island lied to me. And McCotter's Navy is leaving Hobie Sound. We're the first out. Rafiki is coming up behind us. You can see him making the turn. We are in West Palm Beach for a third time and in a third spot. It's not the place where we had anchored before, and it's not beside Tiger Woods' yacht, but it is down closer to the inlet in Lake Worth. Very quiet tonight. Sure wasn't when we came in. Huge anchorage. A lot of boats here. Certainly not the beautiful idyllic spot we were at for the last week at Hobie Sound. But tomorrow morning, it's our plan to get up early and leave, possibly even before the sunlight, and go to Miami. Get ourselves provisioned and jump off to the Bahamas, maybe? We'll see. This is the night side of West Palm Beach from the anchorage out of Lake Worth. We're on the other side of the inlet. The major harbor is up that way where the cruise ships are.
So I don't think we've ever gone out in inlet with this many other boats. There's like 3 little fishing boats and this monohull and this catamaran and then this giant power cruiser behind them. And then there's us. It is a little lumpy.
What time did we turn the engine off, Ginger? Hour 20, boss. We left West Palm Beach this morning, came outside. It's the first for us. We haven't sailed outside in this leg of the journey. We're hoping to miss the ICW and all of those associated bridge timings. Just have one sail up right now. Looks like we need to trim that. Taking the slow roll past Miami tonight. We'll save a lot of time, like 2 days worth of travel, by avoiding all of the bridges and just congestion to get on the ICW in Lake Fort Worth and Miami.
Lake Fort Worth is commonly known as West Palm Beach, but the inlet is called Lake Fort Worth. 6:06 a.m. and the sky is starting to turn a little pink over there. 6:19, starting to see a little more color. This flashing white light on the edge of land is a lighthouse at Cape Florida. We spent some enjoyable time there. Nice to see it works at night. The red one's a radio tower. 6:27 and now it's bright all around the boat. You can see land easily. But the sun hasn't even rose yet. And at 6:47, I don't think we're going to get to see the beautiful sunrise over the ocean because of the clouds. But at least they're not raining on us.
But it doesn't recognize what it is.
What was that?
In case anybody doesn't realize what it is.
Yeah, this is the rare equivalent of Lisa having an anchor bear. What is it now? I can't read that.
Bailey's Peach on a Beach.
Peach on a beach. There you go. Here in Key Biscayne, No Name Harbor.
So
in the 80s,
Ginger and Luna are here walking, and Rick and Richard are talking.
Dominates the game and the crowds are getting to where they just come for the fights.
I don't think the dogs
You know, it's a little bit over the
are really
top.
happy with each other.
Yeah. And what did you think about? Remember when they used to?
So this is a beautiful, beautiful, warm, sunny weekend in No Name Harbor, Key Biscayne, Florida. Boats are lined up all along the wall, some 2 deep. Yesterday, I think there were some 3 deep. The little harbor here is packed, and you see a couple boats rafted up even here in this little harbor. Some boats tied up over in the mangroves. Luckily, there is very little wind, and so there's very little boat movement, and no one's playing bumper boats. But it is quite the Florida experience. And then you got people paddle boarding. We saw somebody on one of those foil boards. I don't know what you call them. I call them hoverboards. People in their dinghies. This is the guy from the Dufour over here. Everybody enjoying the water, each in their own way, and I think everybody getting along, which is nice. Did we get off on the plane okay?
Yeah, she was getting ready to load on it. It wasn't late, so it should be good, hopefully.
Here's Lisa rowing back to our boat. I'm going to take off with friend Rick. So, some issues, and I'm going to just go up North Miami with him, Lake Worth with him, and then come back on the commuter train.
And Rafiki is off. Libby had to go to the hospital because of a small bowel obstruction, and Rick had to get the boat back to North Carolina. So Richard's going with him as far as West Palm Beach, and then Rick hopefully will make it the rest of the way in the ditch by himself. So, bon voyage, fellas.
Well, I didn't manage to get any videos as we were sailing, but here's a picture of Rick I got while I was coming up into the cockpit, and here's a picture of Luna the dog.
Okay, you know I'm in Florida. I'm actually in West Palm Beach. Can't see how fancy it is, but you know I'm in Florida when I'm on US 1. It's amazing how many times we find ourselves on US 1 because it's so close to the water. But anyway, on my way to the train station here in West Palm Beach. Left Rick and Luna, and they're on their way up to Hobesound, where we had been before. God bless them. And I have made it to the train station. All I gotta do now is get on the train. Well, get a ticket. Get the right one. This is not sped up. This is the speed of the train. A lot faster than the boat. It was a nice train ride, and I had the entire booth to myself. Maybe smell. This is Lisa getting Ginger in the boat, the dinghy, by herself. It's been quite an adventure for Ginger with me not there. Excellent time for Lisa to perfect her rowing skills. Don't know if she feels the same way, but I'm sure she doesn't know she's being filmed the whole time. And there's Ginger in the boat. And Lisa has shoved off the boat, organizing her paddles and beginning the row. Ginger's being a good dinghy dog. She obviously doesn't really know I'm here yet. I have a feeling she's gonna get a little excited when she sees me.
So we came up and we saw the Coast Guard was in here, and they were on the small powerboat directly in front of them at the wall here. And we didn't really know what was going on, but then they came out with a backboard. So we assumed that they were dealing with a medical emergency. And I just saw an ambulance pull into the parking lot. So no illegal drug running or unlicensed charters. Just a medical emergency. So Libby, it could have been worse.
And the Coast Guard is now pulling out. They've attended to whoever needed rescuing. Took care of it. Lisa is busy checking our course as we leave No Name Harbor. As always, I couldn't have gotten the anchor up without Ginger's help. Say hi, Lisa.
Hi, Lisa.
She's such a good vaudevillian. We are in Biscayne Bay, going down wing on wing. See if we can do this for more than 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Oh, I got faith in you, Lisa.
We got a boat behind us.
No, doesn't matter if we did.
One on AIS.
There's one up there, but
Yeah, I see that guy.
we were eating lunch as we were calmly just sailing down Biscayne Bay on our way to Elliott Key, and we noticed a thing in the water over there, and it's kind of shiny. So looks like a Mylar balloon, so we're going to jibe over and go get it because that's our Man Overboard exercise. So, you know, it's a lot.
We'll come get you as soon as we're done eating.
Yeah, as soon as we're done eating lunch. No one's waving their arms, so I think it's probably okay. And we are closing in on it. A little silver thing bobbing there. I can't tell if you can see it or not, but
Mylar balloon ho off the starboard side.
what happened to the last one?
It turned out to be a buoy.
So it is this golden speck in the center of the screen. Now we have to jibe and so we can come alongside of it and rescue it like it was a real person. But we're actually rescuing
Baby whales. Baby whales and dolphins.
baby whales and dolphins. They told us so at Bonehenge.
We successfully recovered the number 6.
Yay! So somebody said they'd be interested in seeing more videos of just sailing. So that's what we're doing today, just sailing. We're sailing south on Biscayne Bay, just south of Miami, Florida. We have about 3 knots of wind. Ooh, maybe it's up to 4 right now. But Biscayne Bay, there can be some absolutely wonderful sailing here. You're protected to a large extent from ocean swells because of the keys that form the ocean side of the bay. You can see those over there. And it's pretty uniform, 11 feet deep. There are a couple places that are more shallow, and you do have to avoid those if you're a sailboat. And you can easily see the bottom here. Which is mostly sand or hard fossilized coral with a little bit of sand over it. Not the greatest for anchoring. I don't know, Richard's either falling asleep or he's... Oh no, he's looking at the chart. I just saw his head drop down, looked like he was falling asleep. And there you can see Miami in the background. Not getting a lot of solar today because the sails are blocking most of our solar panels. But we have had a couple of 2,000 watt days, 2 kilowatts. Ginger's finally settled down.
When we're actually making forward momentum as opposed to 1.1 knots. Because at that speed, she thinks, okay, I'm getting off the boat soon.
Oh, you think that's why she's calmed down?
Might be. We're doing 2.5 knots now. So.
I thought maybe it's because we weren't doing things to the sail and moving around, and or she's given up.
Another fabulous Florida sunset. This is in Key Biscayne. We were here last year, a little further up. Quite a bit further up, actually. And I can actually show you that on our chart, the difference of where we were. And we can be out here now and across from the park station because we have a engine on the dinghy and I don't have to row a mile. But again, another beautiful Florida sunset.